Are you aware there are cities in Nigeria that have the potential to become like Dubai? In this video, I will show you the top 9 cities in Nigeria that have huge potential for real estate investment. And by the end of this video, you will clearly understand the places or the cities to invest in and the type of properties to invest in that will give you huge return on investment. So the first is Lagos. Lagos obviously is the commercial city of Nigeria, and like everybody knows, the a lot of almost about 50% of the commercial activities that happen in Nigeria take place in Lagos than to other parts of the world. So that means there is a lot of demand for properties. Now, properties such as commercial properties and residential property, yeah, Lagos has it. Now, due to the influx of people, due to the high number of people, high number of businesses that are coming to Lagos for business activities, it has also led to the impact or it has impacted the prices of properties, it has impacted the prices of land, it has impacted the value of real estate investment in Lagos. What does it mean? It means the properties that you could invest in Lagos but are properties like residential properties, which is for to cater for people that want to do business and stay in Lagos. So residential properties is good, and also now commercial property is also very good. Yeah, for to cater for businesses. As the demand as businesses grows in Lagos, as a lot of people come to Lagos to conduct their businesses, there will be need for properties that will be used for commercial purpose for business activity. So investing in commercial and residential properties in Lagos, I think it is suitable. And also you can look, you may not invest in the center of Lagos. There may be places that you need to do your research. There may be places that are coming up in Lagos or that are close to Lagos. These places will be suitable to invest in. Okay, so this takes us to the second cities in Nigeria that has the potential to become like Dubai. And the second city is Abuja. Abuja, as we all know, Abuja is the government power of Nigeria, is the governance center in of Nigeria, and with that it comes with a lot of benefit and a lot of potential. Now, Abuja has the capacity to nationally, Abuja attracts both foreign investors, it attracts government functionaries, it attracts a lot of high profile people to the city. Okay, and as a result of that, there's demand for luxury apartment, there's growth of the real estate sector in Abuja. Now, when you come to Abuja, you see the kind of epic houses, luxury properties that are being built. Now, these properties are being built to cater for different needs. One, to cater for commercial activities. Now, as the capital city, as it grows, there's also need for businesses. Like as it grows, businesses also grow in this city, in the city of Abuja. Now, that demand that demand investment in the commercial properties or the commercial investment in commercial properties in Abuja, and also residential properties too are also good. You can also invest in residential property because as people come into Abuja to do business or for contract or for government related active purposes, these people need a place to stay. Now, this is also and this is another reason why short let apartment opportunity is very good in places like Abuja and Lagos. Now, if you want to invest in Abuja, you may not invest in the highbrow like Metama, Asokoro. You may look for other places that are coming up, places like Caro, places like Katampe, places like Lugbe, and invest in properties there. In no distant time, maybe within 1 or 2 years, 2 to 5 years, you have huge return on investment. If you like this content and you are enjoying the content, kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel, support my work, like and comment. So the third on my list is Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is the oil and gas, the oil and gas sector in Nigeria. Actually, so the location, or we can say the headquarters of the oil and gas industry in Nigeria is in Port Harcourt. So it is the center where oil and gas, where the oil industry in Nigeria, that is the place where it happened. The activities are surrounding oil and gas, exploration of oil, it happened in Port Harcourt and the nearby region. So this made Port Harcourt to be a very big city, a city that has the potential to become like Dubai in the next future. And because of this, there are a lot of people that are coming to this place, Port Harcourt, to stay. One, and also there are a lot of people that are coming for job opportunity, especially job relating to the oil and gas industry. So as a result of this, the type of properties that are good in this city is both commercial properties and residential properties. Residential properties for probably people that are working in oil companies. Yeah, so residential property, there will be a demand for residential property in Port Harcourt, and commercial property for people that want to set up, for people, companies that want to set up their branches or businesses in Port Harcourt, there will be need for them. Like I say, investing in this kind of places, you need to be careful, you need to do your due diligence. After doing your due diligence, you need to ensure that you follow the proper process to make payment. Then make sure everything is verified. Do your due diligence before you proceed to investing in any place. So Port Harcourt is the third one. The next city that I think that do that. So they live in a nearby state because of the cost of living in those states is way cheaper, than the cost of living in Lagos. So they live in nearby states, and Ibadan happen to be very close to Lagos. So that make it a very huge opportunity. That make it to have huge potential for real estate investment. Now, because one of the reasons is because of the demand for residential properties in Ibadan. The demand for residential properties in Ibadan is increasing, and it will keep increasing as Lagos expand, as Lagos grow, as Lagos blossom in commercial activities. So the type of property that you should consider is residential properties, because people that do businesses in Lagos want cheaper properties, cheaper accommodations to stay. So Ibadan is a very good location because of its proximity to Lagos. So the next on my list is Kano. Kano is the commercial center of northern Nigeria. This is one of the key drivers for its growth. One of the key drivers of its growth is the businesses that take place in northern Nigeria. The center, the location, okay, the city that bring all these businesses together is Kano. So that means, in fact, the popular Dangote is from Kano, Kano State. So that is the center of the wedding in the northern Nigeria. And because of this, businesses that take place in Kano, and the growth, also most of the supply that most businesses have, or most businesses need for their production or for their manufacturing, comes most of them come from Kano. So Kano is a very pivotal commercial city in Nigeria. And because of this, there's huge demand for commercial properties and also residential properties. People that go to Kano for business need a residential property that they can stay in, and also people that do businesses also need place like shop to rent, so that they can use those facilities to warehouse their goods or to conduct their business activities. So Kano is a very strategic place where you can invest in. Investing in this kind of place, the value of that city could increase in the next 1 to 2 years, and that will benefit you. But before you invest, ensure you do your due diligence, so that you don't give your money away to scammers. Okay, so the next city that has huge potential for real estate investing is Enugu. Enugu is a city that is growing. One of the key drivers of its growth is that it's a center for emerging industrial and residential hub. So that means Enugu State is a state where industry like big companies, where they are being built. Okay, and that make it an emerging city for companies to institute to build in their branches, their plants. So Enugu has that kind of potential, and as a result of this, the type of property that you can invest in Enugu are commercial properties for business purposes. These are properties that businesses need, and also residential properties as people move into that location, the eastern part of the nation. So they will need a befitting accommodation that they can reside in. So Enugu is very strategic for investment. It's a city that you should look out for as you plan to invest in cities that are coming up in Nigeria. So the next is Abeokuta. The key driver for Abeokuta growth, or one of the reasons that make Abeokuta a very promising city for real estate investment, is its proximity to Lagos. Just as Ibadan is close to Lagos, Abeokuta is also very close to Lagos. And because of this, people prefer to live in Abeokuta and go to Lagos to work. Okay, you may have a business in Lagos and you reside in Abeokuta. Then once when it is time to do your business, you go to Lagos and do your business, then you come to Abeokuta to stay. Now, the benefit is that it is cost effective for business people, it is cost effective for residents, for workers, for employees. So it makes it very very profitable in terms of investment, investing in this kind of in properties in Abeokuta. So the type of properties that you could consider investing in if you want to invest in Abeokuta city is residential properties. Residential properties, because people that do business in Lagos are coming there, or people that work in Lagos are coming to Abeokuta to live, to stay. So that is very, very strategic. Consider that. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you like this content, if you find this content valuable, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment below. Are there other cities that you think should be considered aside from these capital cities? Kindly comment below. Okay, so the next city to consider as you plan to invest in cities that are coming up in Nigeria, the next or the eighth city is Asaba. Asaba is strategic location onto the eastern state in Nigeria. Now, Asaba has a strategic connection to the eastern state, or to the eastern cities. And Asaba, one of the key driver for its growth is that it is strategically situated, and it has growing infrastructure. There are growth of infrastructures in Asaba, and because of this, people like to live in Asaba. People that want to live comfortable life. Some of them prefer to live in Asaba. So Asaba is a very strategic place where your investment can grow, where the value of your property, of your investment can grow appreciably, can grow significantly. So now, looking at Asaba, when you're looking at Asaba to invest in its real estate industry, consider residential properties. Although commercial properties are also good, but I think residential property will give you the return. The demand for residential property is way higher than the demand for commercial properties. So as you consider investing in Asaba, consider investing in residential properties. Okay, so the next one is Owerri. Owerri, one of the reasons for Owerri growth, one of the reasons for the growth of Owerri real estate sector is the increased demand for residential properties. Okay, so there are a lot of people that reside in Owerri, and the population of Owerri is also increasing. And this, as people come into the city and as the population of that city grows, there will be demand for residential property in Owerri. So Owerri is one of the top cities in the eastern state, or in the eastern part of the nation. So as you plan to invest in Owerri, consider residential properties that luxury properties that are meant for residential purposes. And because Owerri is increasing due to population growth and due to people coming to the city to reside. Okay, here you have it, the top 9 cities, the top 9 cities that we that have the potential to become like Dubai in the next future. Now, before you invest, you need to take note of certain things. One, you need to ensure you do your due diligence. That is very important. And for you not to fall for scam as you plan to invest, I have created a checklist, and this checklist will guide you to know what and what you need to check, what and what you need to meet, the conditions that you need to meet in order for you to invest properly and not to fall for scam. Check the description section for the link to the free PDF document. It is free. Just check the link, check the description section. You will find the link to download the document.